All right, my loves, welcome back to your girls channel. I am super excited because today is a little fun video of I'm gonna take you guys on a really cool milestone of mine. We are moving into our first ever Form HQ, our Form office, and it honestly is coming sooner than I thought. This wasn't our plan, but I feel like the universe was like, you gotta go do it, because we actually have been shooting out of my friend's coffee shop, which is Little Lunch, and you guys probably hear me talk about that place a lot. I absolutely love it, and I've been shooting all of the Form content out of there, but now they are renting it out to someone for a couple months, and so they need the space. So that made me have to go out and look for another space that I can shoot at and get all the content, and we ended up finding a space that now we are creating into the Form office, so all of my team can work out of there. We can take meetings there, and then also I'll be shooting all of Form's content, workouts, etc. there. So I'm very excited, but we are moving everything out of Little Lunch today into the new office. So that will be what we're gonna do this morning. And then after that, I thought I would do a little Q&A because a lot of you guys are new on here. And so I want to just for you guys to get to know little questions that you guys asked me on Instagram, which if you're not following me on Instagram, I will put it here. I'm always like sharing things personally throughout the week. And then lastly, before I get changed and go get ready and you guys follow me along the day, is this video is out when the May challenge is here. So May challenge is workouts, recipes, and meditations, and it's only 7 days. So it's like a 7-day reset. Like if you need extra motivation, if you need help with being consistent, this is for you. We're going into the summer soon, so I wanted this like reboot, refeeling of like committing to 7 days of workouts, meditations, and healthy eating. So that is live. I'll leave it below if you guys wanted to join in. It's gonna be super awesome. Or if you're in it, it is super awesome, but you can join in at any time and it is no extra charge. If you're a member, you automatically get to dive into it. If you're not a member, when you do sign up, you will see the May challenge section. So all right, let's go get ready for the day, and yeah. Maybe do the corner one. I feel like the biggest one we should focus today and getting for time-wise are these. Next up, we are heading to the plant shop. We're going to find some plants for the Form office. This will be for the backdrop of the videos that I make, but also just to make the office more vibrant and alive. This place is in Culver City and it was a dream. Okay, I thought it would be super fun because cut to, you guys saw the beginning of this video. Super exciting to have my office, but I thought it'd actually be fun to end this video with a Q&A because I feel like there's a lot of new people here, or also I just haven't done one of these in a really long time. So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask anything and everything in a little Q&A box, and I had my team go in and pick the top questions that were repeatedly asked, and I haven't even looked at them yet, so this will be me really just like rapid fire, just sharing like my answers to not seeing them. So I have them now, and I'm gonna go through and answer the questions. First question is, have you always lived a healthy lifestyle? When I look back, I definitely think I had a healthier lifestyle than a lot of kids growing up, now that I like have talked to so many people and understand that. My dad was in the fitness space, so he was just super, and when I say that, he was an entrepreneur, but was really focused on taking care of himself. So eating right, working out, like he has done it for so long. So he really brought that into our family dynamic. And then my mom, same thing, was a Pilates instructor, and same thing, kind of just always cooked home meals, and they were on the healthier side. And for myself, I was in dance, I was in cheer, so I was really active. My whole family was. So I think it was like a healthier lifestyle for sure. It was the decision of me when I moved to LA on my own at 17. That's when I just like had to figure out if I wanted to continue this healthy lifestyle. I automatically, when I got to LA, went into workout classes. I actually got a trainer as well, just because I did really love having the discipline just from dance and cheer and working out. I did really enjoy it. It did make me feel good. So I knew that response was something I wanted to continue. The eating is where I got to really understand, I guess not really understand, I got to see if I was going to continue that route. And I will say, like, when I was 18, 19, 20, like, I wasn't eating amazing. I was having a lot of fast food. I was living with another roommate who was also a model, and she would say it to like my face and to anyone, like she would eat really, really bad. And when I say really bad, it was just like fast food, like 3 times a day kind of thing. And I think I just like had fun and jumped on the wagon as well. But then I also still would go back to my roots of like cooking and eating healthier. I just definitely also was having like my fun, which balance is good, but I think I've showed like a before photo of me, and what that photo shows is like for someone who is working out really consistently, I wasn't like toning or building muscle because I wasn't matching my food to go with it. My nutrition wasn't also supporting my workouts, while also my sleep schedule was not a great schedule. I was partying a lot, so there were so many different things going into my younger years. So yes, I grew up with a healthy lifestyle. Did I take it into my younger teens? Not really, like slightly. And then when I was like 21, I really decided like, okay, I'm feeling like crap a lot. I was having like a lot of digestive issues. I feel like that's what'll do it. Like when you, like when you start to have like stomach issues or things are going wrong, you kind of have no choice, or else you're just gonna feel like crap all the time. So it's like a blessing in disguise. But when I started to feel that way, I was like, okay, there's something wrong here. And I did know that food was, growing up, like choosing the healthier lifestyles for my mom, I did know that that was something I could return to. So I did instantly return back to like, okay, I need to have more healthier options, less fast food. So I did understand that. And when I started to make that choice, I immediately felt better. So that was my little gist there. I was just playing with this lip dip, so I don't know how it looks on the lips, and now I'm too lazy to go take it off, but hopefully it looks cute. It's a lip cream. It was interesting consistency, but anyway, it was from the brand Sunny's Face. How did you know where to start on your hormone journey? So if you guys do not know and you are new here, I found out I had a huge hormonal imbalance through my skin. I had severe cystic acne, and I tried everything. I went on Accutane. I went to like all the facialists, dermatologists, tried all these different skincares, and no one actually asked to take my blood work in that whole time period to see if there was a deeper or rooted issue. So then I started doing my own investigation. I went on YouTube actually, and I found this girl who started to talk about how she had a hormonal imbalance, and her symptoms were exactly what mine were, even the placement of her acne. And again, at this time I was eating super clean, I was working out, I was like doing all the things. So that's why it was really confusing to me. So then I went and got my blood work done, and I did figure out that I had a hormonal imbalance, which is a really common nowadays, you guys. It is so common, especially for women. So I would say for anyone to get their hormones checked, to just see like how your levels are doing. And also when you go consult with your doctor, there is a certain time you should be taking your blood test for your certain issues. So if it was like, okay, I'm trying to see if my testosterone's too high or whatever, there's a certain time you have to take it. So these are things I would say to, if you relate to this at all, to watch YouTube videos to understand how hormones work, and then go see a doctor and get blood work done. Because I will say I got blood work done by a doctor who did not take it at the right time, and my results didn't show up properly. Then I retook them because I did my research and understood I needed to take them at a certain time, and then the blood work really showed. How do you deal with situations when your body doesn't feel like working out? That's a perfect example for today, for instance. I have a really severe back pain, and to be honest, this might be too woo-woo, but I get back pain when I have a lot of stored emotions. So if you guys have been watching my videos lately, I feel like I'm going through a a lot of like mental health, just emotional journeys right now, and I'm embracing it, and that's okay to like feel these different emotions. It just can feel kind of a lot or weird, but whenever I am going through that, I feel a back pain. So I just kind of know my body. That's a really big side tip, you guys. Know your body, and we can talk into that a little bit later. But I'm aware that that back pain is coming. So for me, I'm like super gentle on myself right now. Let me make sure I'm answering the question. How do you deal with situations when your body doesn't feel like working out? So this one is asking when your body doesn't feel like working out. I think there's a difference from your mind doesn't feel like it and your body. So I think asking yourself that question, like right now my body is speaking to me and saying, hey, I think we need to take it easy because I have this back pain, whatever. So I am just gonna go on a walk. I have like a heating pad. I've been stretching more, and that is okay. Now, if my mind was talking to me and I just woke up and my mind was like, you don't need a workout, I don't know about it. Like it is just mind chatter. That's when you need to separate and say, okay, is this my mind speaking or my body speaking? Usually you can tell the difference. So if it's my body speaking, I will totally respect what it needs. And you will feel that support of your body being like, thank you for listening to me, and I'm gonna actually heal faster or whatever it is. But with your mind, when you actually go to that workout when your mind was telling you not to, you will see the difference, because after that workout, you're going to feel amazing and you're going to be like, okay, so that was my mind speaking. Okay, next question is wedding planning update. When are you getting married? You guys, I am taking it slow, or we are taking it slow. We did find a wedding planner, which I think I mentioned. She's amazing, Alexandra. So you'll hear her a lot through my videos. We're going to get married in next fall of 2023. Right now, we are finding venues. So once we find a venue, that is when we'll know what month, but we know we want fall of 2023. That's just how JT and I wanted to go about it. We want to take it slow and have just like this time to be engaged. We are having like an engagement party in June of 2022. I hope I was saying 2023. I realized I feel like I might have said 2021. But anyway, we are having like little celebrations, but wedding, that will be next year. And we're taking it super slow. But if you guys do want to see wedding content, let me know, because like right now I'm trying to find my engagement dress, like all those little things, or I have like my wedding invitations that I did, my engagement party invitations that I did, so I can show you guys all those things too. Super fun time. When did you come up with the idea to start Form? So if anyone does not know, I have my own app and website called Form, and it is a fitness and wellness platform. So I came up with this idea. I think I always knew I wanted to create my own space that everyone could go to. Before, I was on another app training there, and obviously through Instagram and YouTube, but I think it kind of hit me when I didn't have full control of my creative... What, boo-boo? Come here. What? River's just staring at me. But I think when I saw that I wanted to have more creative control, because I wanted to give you guys exactly what I thought would be best. And when you're on someone else's app, I feel like you don't have that full like embodied control. So that's when I was like, okay, it is time for me to create something that I really think that everyone needs and wants, and I want, and it was time. So that kind of hit me. And I do want to say this, from people that I looked up to, told me, like, not that I looked up to, but that I worked with, were like, no, you shouldn't do it. It's too much work. It's a lot of money. You won't succeed. You probably should just stay on that other app. Like, I heard those no's, but everything in me felt yes. So, okay, tips for making friends with similar interests. This is a huge one for me, because I actually feel like I've gone through plenty of groups of friends through the years while I'm figuring me out. And I think that's something to look at. Like, let yourself kind of flow through the friend groups, because I think while you're figuring yourself out, you're going to kind of go to different people. So I think showing up to things that you're interested in and meeting like-minded people is probably the number one way. If it's a workout event, if it's a workout class, if it's, say these were your interests, or you loved like I don't know, working on yourself and you went to a retreat. Like, I met a lot of my friends through events, through going to similar pop-up things, that I continued to see these people's faces because that's what they were interested in. And then you do start to connect. So I think going to the places that you have interested in, you will see similar people. Also, I think joining communities is really important. So if people have these communities that you can join in on, I think that is a really cool place, even if it's just online, like a Facebook group or I love like even like community groups, like anything you can find. I'm like trying to get into NFTs right now, and there's like literally women groups like doing NFT groups. So I'm like, okay, cool. That's a way I can connect with people that will talk about something I'm super interested in. So finding those groups. How to become a morning person. I know I will say this, I wasn't always a morning person. I do think I'm probably more of a morning person than like the average person, because I never was like a night owl person. I never like got creative or was the one that like got this like energy boost at night. I was like always a really big sleeper. So I would say though, how to become a morning person is to have things that you're excited to wake up to. So for me, like a cup of coffee really excites me. Like, make your coffee corner like an experience that you can't wait to wake up to. Have these little routines. If it's a walk, like you're like, I get really excited about going on a walk, listening to a podcast. Like, what are the things that get you excited, and create that in your morning routine? How to start and stick with a routine. I love this question because I think there's even areas that I have to really work hard at this with. I think starting small is my biggest tip with sticking with something. When you go 1 to 100, it's just way too overwhelming. That's where burnout comes in. And also, I think you're putting too much pressure too quick. So you're already going to be hard on yourself if you didn't hit those goals. So it's like having really, really micro goals is going to help you stick with that routine. And I also think you guys hear it, but like having someone to hold you accountable. I think JT and I, when we even wanted to do our 5:30 a.m. wake up situation, I knew I needed his support and he knew he needed mine, because we obviously sleep in the same bed. So it's like, we're going to have to get up. So having that support system was really, really helpful. So if there is something you want to do, I would like ask a friend or ask your partner or ask your parents, being like, hey, would you want to join in this with me? Or like literally find someone and like hold each other accountable. And then lastly is do it for 30 days. And again, if you start super small, if it's like once a week, waking up that early for 30 days, like that is more than enough. Don't go 1 to 100. Oh, and also I know this is a really big one, but understand why you're doing it. Like on my phone, I'll have like my screensaver will be my vision board to like reflect of like understanding why I want to have these new habits and these new routines I want to stick to. And you can return and look as like, this is why I'm doing that. Super helpful, super helpful to return to. Favorite workout sneakers are my Nike Free Metcons. I love them. I am on the hunt for new ones, so I will keep you guys posted, but those have been super loyal. How do you keep a social life while also focusing on yourself? Ooh, it matters the week for sure on this one, but how I keep a social life while also focusing on myself. I think I prioritize myself first, because if I'm not good, I'm not going to be good for even my socializing journey, like with the people that are involved in my social life. So I'm number one, like truly I am number one, so that I can be better for myself and for others. So that's how I like prioritize it. As far as how I balance it, I think I prioritize the things that I'm like yes to, and anything that I'm kind of I don't really know, I usually push it off to the side, especially if I need like that extra focus on myself. So someone invites me to something and I like get this gut feeling and excitement of like, I want to go, or it'd be great for me to go, or I'll meet some new people, whatever it is, go. But if I'm like, I don't know, I feel like I need some extra love for myself this week, it's been a tougher week, I will say no. And I will be so real with that person of like, hey, I just need time to myself. Because I will say that, you guys, no one can fight you on you saying, I need some time for myself. Like that is a beautiful excuse. You don't need to think of this crazy excuse. Like if someone said that to me, I'd be like, good for you. Literally that just happened yesterday. My girl Bernie, she was supposed to come to this like live concert we did, and she literally texted us saying, you guys, I think I need a night to myself. And I was like, yes, you do. Yes, you freaking do. So I think that's a huge way of how I like focus on the journey of my like prioritizing myself with my social life. I also think I have like a nice balance of like, even on the weekends, yes, that's that time for you to maybe be more social, but also it's that time to really prioritize you. So I will have a balance. I'll have like, okay, I'm going to take myself on a date Saturday morning, and then I'll go see my friends that night. So I think it's just like making sure when you see your calendar, it's not just like all friends, all social life. You have your time in there and like schedule it in. Okay, last 2 questions. What are your favorite qualities about JT? Which is so cute. I think number 1 is how he sees the good in everyone. Like, he really loves people. It is like, I've never seen anything like it. He loves people. And so when he meets people, or when, I don't know, people are feeling a type of way about someone, the guy just finds always the good in them. And it's a really beautiful trait. I think I'm like the one there that like also protects him a little bit, because he is so open and like loving to people. But I love that about him. So that's probably my favorite trait right now about him. What is your favorite tanning routine? You guys, I am a Bondi Sands girl all day. I use 2 of their products. I use the Aero Ultra like foam in Ultra Dark, I believe. Yeah. So I use that one for like a 6-hour tan when I want a really deep tan. And then I'll use the Bondi Sands 1-hour express when I just need like a quick little bronze. Those 2 are by far my favorite. If you are a little nervous about using mousse, I will say Luxe Unfiltered Lotion is one of my favorites as well. And that's like more of a gradual tan if the mousse is too intimidating for you. Okay, let me end on one more. I think I missed one. What is a phrase that stuck with you that you now live by? Let's end on this one. But I will say I don't have like one that I live by forever. There's so many ones that come to mind, and it's such a moment thing. But I did write this one the other day because I am going through like emotional things, whatever, you get it. And this isn't like a quote, but it's just like what I like am repeating to myself, because when you're going through new emotions like anger, sadness, and for me, you guys, I've always pressed those down because I've only wanted to be like very happy, but like we are human and it's okay to feel other emotions. So I'm like letting them come through and pass. And so I think something I repeat to myself, and I don't know if this will connect with you guys, is it's not that serious. Whatever you're feeling will pass, and it wants to help you and make you better. Because when I'm like in a really like sad place, it feels like the world is over and it feels really serious. And for me, when I repeat to myself, like, it's not that serious, like you are okay, it like calms me down and understands this is just a moment. This isn't my livelihood. I'm not going to be sad forever. It is a moment. And the more that I support the moment and support those feelings coming up, the more that they will pass faster and show me what I need to see. So that is something that I have been repeating to myself, and it just kind of calms me. If you can find your own mantra to have and live by, like for a week or for a process that you're going through, I do find it really helpful to just like instantly calm yourself. I even have like an alarm go off and it will repeat the mantra to like just soothe me. So I would encourage anyone to find your mantra for that month, for that week, whatever it is. And that is it. But you guys, these were such great questions. I had so much fun answering these. As always, I try to be as open as possible, but I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe because it helps your girl's channel for me to make these and continue making these. And I love you.